Good afternoon to you, man. Always George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I want to wish everybody a happy and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Today is Christmas Eve, and it's just actually just one more week until we start another year. As right now Christmas to me, it's not the same since my mom. I'll talk about that on another subject, but anyway, I want to talk about this. As you know, it's been a week since the Olympia weekend. And the Olympia started back it started back in 2017, and they held the Miss Olympia on the 18th. That's it's gonna be a week this Friday for the Miss Olympia. As you know, the centerpiece of the Olympia has always been the Mr. Olympia. It's the thing that started it all. It started like pretty much over a little over 60 years ago. Just about 60 years ago, I think. Yeah, almost 60 years ago. And for then, from it spawned several competitions, mostly like Miss Olympia, and you have all the others. And the big winner out of that is Rami, Big Rami. I don't know how to say his full name right, but he's that big Egyptian, and he won the show. He won the men's division. And I was like I said, I was looking at some videos, and just looking, and I noticed that there's a pay disbursement between the Mr. Olympia and all the other competitions. It's crazy. Big Rami won $400,000. That's almost almost $500,000. And after taxes, he has to pay U.S. taxes because and also he goes back to Egypt. He has to pay taxes. He might walk away with a cool $250,000. $250,000. Now his runner-up, he got $150,000. Phil Heath, who took third place, got $100,000. The guy who took fourth got $45,000, and the guy who took fifth got $40,000. Now they could have given the guy who took fourth $50,000, and that'd be more than what Mr. Olympia got. Now, this is where I'm gonna tell you we can go a little down a little more. And we all know that the guys are the centerpieces of the Olympia. It's really what I was looking for. I was looking for the Olympia weekend, but when I looked for it, they put it under Mr. Olympia. It's supposed to be Olympia weekend, meaning that it's everybody's Olympia. You got different Olympias, you got different divisions. But like I said, we go back to divisions. Like, okay, first off, we have here the women, who came. Andrea Shaw won the Olympia, and she walks away with $50,000. The runner-up, Margie V. Martin, she takes away $20,000. Then third place, that's Hella Trevino, takes $12,000. Fourth, Myla Ash takes $7,000, and Irene Anderson takes $6,000. Now, then you have the next competition, that's fitness, and it's the same as with the women's bodybuilding, from 50 for the first and 6,000 for the fifth. Then you have figure, which is, like I said, figures is the offshoot of fitness, and it's the same price, from 50 to 6,000. You have bikini, which is a little bit more popular, and you're thinking they will get a little more because they're a little bit more popular, but no, they get about the same as the fitness and the figure women. 50,000 for first and 6,000 for fifth. Then you have, it gets a little, you have the men's 212, and the men's 212 is kind of like men's lightweight, or I would say close to men's light heavyweight, and they get, it's $50,000 for first place, like I seen, $20,000 for second, but changes right here at third is $10,000, 6 for fourth, and $4K for fifth. And you're thinking, okay. Yeah. Then you go to women's physique, which is like, some people see it as women's lightweight division, And that's why I think now go and think about it, I think they might need to make a women's bodybuilding lightweight division now. I think, it might, I wouldn't put Shanique Grant up against Andrea Shaw. She gets crushed, but, And what it is that women at the physique get $40K for first place, 18,000 for second, 12,000 for third, which is pretty much about the same, about all of them. I think with exception, there'll be exception when they go on. 6,000 for fourth and 4,000 for fifth. Then you have men's physique, which is the offset of women's, and 35K for first place, 12K for second, 18K for third, 4K for fifth, and 4K for fourth, and 2K for fifth. Then you have the men's classic, and the men's classic is more like a throwback to Frank Zane, Arnold, Franco Colombo, Sergio Olivier. Those guys from back in the day. That's what it is. It's trying to bring back classic. These guys get 30. The first place gets 30K, $30,000, 10,000 for second, 5,000 for third, 3,000 for fourth, and 2,000 for fifth. That's crazy. While Big Ramy walks away with a 400,000 money, and after taxes, maybe about $250,000. Now, with women's bodybuilding, it costs more for all the other, like women, figure, all the other competitions. It costs more for them because they need to buy posing suits. They usually have to buy two. You have the one for prejudging, which is kind of plain, and the one for the finals. Then they had to buy jewelry and like earrings, bracelets. Sometimes even you might even wear, and then also they gotta get their hair done, makeup. And Andrea Shaw, who just won Miss Olympia at the Rising Phoenix, she got $57,000 plus a brand new car. So she got over $100,000 altogether. You count the car was at least a little over $60,000. So she got over $100,000. 57,000, which she won. The prize money was 50,000. Second place got 25,000, if I remember. Prize money, she got a winning the most muscular, which I feel she didn't deserve to win. That's $7,000 plus a brand new car. And then, like I said, these sponsors who put the money like this. There's one of the sponsors like Northern Chill, and then you have 100 other sponsors. And I know they put millions. It's just, like I said, the Olympia is the Super Bowl of bodybuilding, and they put millions and millions into this event. It's a big money event. It's like the Super Bowl. You remember when you had the Super Bowl? These commercial companies put millions into commercials. Commercials are like 30 seconds, millions of dollars. And it's not like they couldn't give the other competitors a little extra. Now, if you had the regular shows for the regular season, the men would usually get about $10,000, and I've seen some shows women walk away first place $3,000 to about $4,000. While the men would get $10,000. So, Lord Corvette like it knows, where's the money? Why are what's the deal? What's the deal? Why is women are still getting shortchanged in bodybuilding? Even though here's the thing is, like, we all know the problem is that women bodybuilding is not considered the standard of the sport. They are not as appealing as I would say bikini, because the bikini women are the standard. They are long legs, big boobs, long hair, while women are a little bit more, muscular, bigger. They look more intimidating. There's always that debate where they're saying they're men, but the men, look at the guys. Look how big these guys are. But the fact is, muscular guys are more fun or cartoonish. Like I said, I grew up, one of my favorite shows was He-Man. And He-Man was a popular show when I was coming up, And there was a guy, and some people, I forgot talking with some bodybuilders. They said that the idea of He-Man came from a bodybuilder back then by the name of Tom Plaza. They call him the Golden Eagle, I think they used to call him. And he was the blueprint for He-Man. He was blonde, he was muscular, he had that tan like most of them do. But he was the blueprint for He-Man. But like I said, I don't want to say correction, Big Ramy. You walk away with a nice chunk of change, but it's unfair that the women's bodybuilding champion only gets $50,000, while at the Rising Phoenix, she got almost over, if you count the car, the prize money she won, over $100,000. The Rising Phoenix, truthfully, is the better show for female bodybuilders. And I know Jake Woods, I know you say female bodybuilder, but you have to get right for the women's, for the Miss Olympia. Meaning, I'm not saying you should give Miss Olympia $100,000. I know you're not gonna get that, but at least Miss Olympia should get at least $75,000. $7,000 for Miss Olympia for the first place winner. They should get $50,000 for second. $30,000 for third. $20,000 for fourth, 10,000 for fifth, six to get five, and then the bottom four should get like 2,000 piece, and maybe give about $1,000 or $500 to all the rest of the ladies because hey, they worked hard. But like I said, they have to make the money by while they're in their ripped shredded condition, like right now, ripped and shredded. They have to make their money. Some of them like would do photo and video sessions. I think even Andrea did some photo and video sessions. Because in their whip shed conditions, the smos like me, the guys who follow us, the smos, the bodybuilding fans, can't wait. Because and I'm also thinking about working on a video about doing what I call female bodybuilding season withdrawal. So I'm still working on that, but it's gonna come up soon. You're gonna see. I'm gonna do it. But anyway, it's just not fair that the new Miss Olympia gets more from the Rising Phoenix than she did from the Olympia. So this has to get right. So if any of you follow me, take and share this video, send it to Wings of Strength, send it to Andrea Shaw, send it to all the other ladies in bodybuilding, and send it to, just share this. Because I think like they should be, the women should get just a little bit more money, just a little bit more. Not a lot, but just a little bit more, which is fair. They talk about this in sports now, period disparagement. I know women athletes don't get like NBA, female in WNBA don't get paid as much as the men in the NBA. But still, they have to get at least something out of it. Because like I said, these women do this sport for a passion. They do this for a passion, and get ridiculed and picked on, but they do this sport for a passion. Anyway, just if you can, I'm going to put the video I talked about, my live stream I did about the paid disbursement. I want you to share this and, just support. And even, Jake Woods, his site, Wings of Strength, hey, send it to IG, send it to anywhere. Let him know, hey, female bodybuilders should at least get paid a little bit more. I'm not saying she get paid more than the men, because we all know the guys are the ones who are the breadwinners. But they should get paid a little bit more than $50,000 for first place. Anyway, I got a new moniker coming up, and this was given to my man, Coach Seth Harrison. He said to call myself the king of women's bodybuilding. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Because I remember when when Napoleon took over France, but after they beheaded the guy with the most royalty and got with King Louis, he called himself emperor. So I'm calling myself the emperor of female bodybuilding. So this is your man, George Page, the emperor. All the way, George Page, the emperor of female bodybuilder. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.